What's up, YouTube? We got Fleekazoid here. We got a double feature. I'm only going to do one of this. Is a 3-hour. Okay, no. I thought that was an actual video. We are not doing a 3-hour react to whatever the crap he's doing. This one's about AC Shadows. We have been waiting for this one, man. The absolute disaster this is. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll turn the playback speed up a little bit. Let's see what he's going to do. We know we love Fleekazoid here. Give him a like and sub if you haven't already. He makes hilarious videos, puts a lot of time into it.
Yo, what's up, player? Sorry, I was just practicing my Japanese. Here's we did it. Assassin's Creed.
Get it? Because AC Shadows and the people that make it are really insensitive to other cultures. It's funny because it's kind of racist and true.
Shadows is a hit. Our stock is zooming, so it's actually in the free fall. Tell them we got another 1 million players. Hell, make it 2 million more players. Fuck them, they can't.
Huh. Players. Not sales. Players. Which means it includes, I assume, staff who are currently playing it to try and bump the numbers up. Also, keys for review copies. That's going to count if someone's playing it and then someone else logs into a different account on that exact same system, like say Xbox, and they have 2 accounts and both accounts play it. That's 2 players, not 1 player. Also, Game Pass. Is it on Game Pass? It is on Game Pass, I think. Any subscription service that has it, that's a player, even though they didn't technically pay for it.
Can't prove anything. It works. The stock is skyrocketing because that's what I do. Go get yourself a snail, Pierre. You earned it. You can also have a negative $2,000 raise. Eat shit and die. Hi, we're flicking over the little guy, and our consultant division was hired a few years ago to help Ubisoft make Assassin's Creed Shadows the smash hit it is today. In fact, you're fired.
Not at all.
The game was too successful. We can't afford you anymore.
Okay, I see what's happening. Yeah, the Xbox route. Hi-Fi Rush was critically acclaimed. Everyone loved it. It was a wonderful game, but you're all fired now.
Which actually leads me to my next point. A disturbing amount of you seem to think that this major success will allow the 19,000 people working here to keep their jobs, and unfortunately, that's just not true. Notice how that number doesn't say number 1?
That's not how success works, guys. It doesn't matter how much money they make. They need more money by firing the employees.
In day 1 earnings? Well, that means we'll be laying off at least a couple thousand Frenchmen, and we'll be replacing them with several more sweatshops. And just as a little side note on all that sweatshop business, we are deeply disturbed that word got out about that. Why the hell do you think we hired them? Because they tuck them in at 5 o'clock and have an office wine cooler? We already tried that, and look at how that worked out for us. We got Frenchies starting a revolution every other goddamn day. You know what the nice thing is about sweatshops? They don't pay them enough to buy picket signs.
Ha! Got him!
Allegedly, from what I hear, people say this, I don't know. Listen, I'm in the middle with you. Thanks to the success of the game, Piendang is going to get a 2-cent raise on the next one. Of course, that's going to be monthly, though, not daily. The rest of that profit goes...
How is he not hitting her? Is that not... This game's not good, is it?
To me, I have 3 ex-wives to feed. Speaking of which, you're also fired. My marriage was too successful. I'm getting a divorce. Your salary is going to help me recoup my losses. Now, flashing back to my years when I was working on the game, my role as chief consultant of dumb fuckery was problem solving. The first problem I noticed, too many French people, so I said, hit the snail trail, Pepe.
Ubisoft lays off 124 employees to enhance collective efficiency. That either means that there was bloat they were getting rid of, or they wanted more money. 98 of those employees were based in Canada. French Canadians, not real French people. Okay. We don't have to feel bad.
Next order of business, we're making this one another RPG. Nothing
Canadians are real. French people are real. French Canadians are not real.
says Assassin's Creed. Like walking into a base, everyone's within level range, but then you get to the target and he can one-shot you with a rock. This is fun, as long as you don't know what that word means.
Yeah, from what I heard, the enemies are level-based, and the people in the actual, like, dungeon castle thingies are... Oh, what did they say it was? It was not scaled to level. Oh, it was highly scaled above your level to do much, 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 much more damage if they aren't within your level range. So you could be breezing along, which doesn't make any sense, though. Because why aren't things scaled to your level, and then also the castles are scaled to your level? Why would you scale the castles separately to actual specific levels? Why would you have both systems in the game? What? Are they not good at their jobs? Guys, I think Ubisoft might not be good at their jobs.
or what it feels like. Now, on the point of hating our customers, in the Steam review of every Ubisoft game, people are always complaining about how we're forcing a second launcher on them, which is why we're gonna force a third launcher on them.
What? 3 launchers? Why do you need 3 launchers? 1 makes sense. 2 doesn't make sense at all. Why do you need 3?
But it's only going to be a launcher for all the shitty Assassin's Creed games. I want to make a clear line in the sand so that new players don't wander off to a better game that we haven't monetized out the ass. Did the Black Flag have?
Yeah, can't let them leave the yard or they might find out, oh my god, there are better people out there I can hang out with. That's the yandere solution. Keep them in the basement so they don't find another girl. Or talk to another girl. Or make eye contact with another girl.
Bucks. That's a great question, Pierre. I hope asking it was worth your life. Note to self, make the guy's ass bigger than Nawe's. Reminder, we are a forward-thinking company. Second reminder, settle that lawsuit for that time when we were a little too forward in our thinking. I got a meeting call. Why would you make the dude protagonist also Japanese? We already have a Japanese. Listen, I'll tell you what you're gonna do. Everyone's talking about how they love brotherhood, right? Well, why don't you put a brother in the hood?
Classic solution. You can't go wrong. Racism.
It'll be like Twins with Danny D. The fans are gonna love it. They did not. And whenever he fights, I want you to blast the loudest rap music you got. But not
Twins was a good movie. He better not be talking about that.
in a racist way. We here at Ubisoft are not racist. So in the least racist way you can. Whenever Yasuke shows up on screen, I want you to be blasting that trap music as loud as you can. And I'm not talking yay. I'm talking straight up SoundCloud trap beats with a harp mixed in. I want this shit to sound like Lil Ricefield is just off camera with an Ensoniq ASR. And in the cutscenes, when everything should be all quiet and dramatic, I want you to play the weirdest shit you got.
That's not the real song they play, right? There's no way that's the real song that they play during that cutscene, right? Like, I kind of want to play this game to see if that's actually in there, guys.
That doesn't fit the setting.
I do have Game Pass for the month or 2 of Game Pass that we're gonna burn through the games. I'm gonna see if it's on there, and if it is, we're playing it.
The scene or anything. It's
Also Avowed, because I want to see how bad that mess is.
perfect. God, these juices are just flowing today. You go fire somebody. You go make something shinier. You go add 1 million players. God, I'm a genius. Now let's talk about
Oh,
the game.
dibs on firing. I wanna do the
Take
firing.
on the new system where we return to form by changing nothing. Can we all agree on this? All right, nice. But we need to make these two.
Okay, changing nothing only works if what you had actually worked.
Characters feel distinct but equal, not in a racist way. Which is why no ass Nawe will be great at everything except combat, and Yasuke will be a little bitch that can't even climb a rock. Unless you don't want him to climb a rock, then he'll be able to climb a fucking rock. I want this man to be like our expert plus difficulty, kind of like that.
I don't want $1 million, so I expect I'll get $1 million soon, guys, and you might never see me. No, that's not true. I like streaming. Even if I won the lottery and got millions of dollars, I would still stream.
Fractured but whole difficulty system. Right around that 15-hour mark where you're getting bored of the repetitive gameplay loop, I want to cure that boredom by giving you even less gameplay options. You want a new mechanic? Pull out your credit card. Don't have the money? Find a country with flexible labor laws, start a sweatshop, and I'll give you some money. Also, that smoking kick's been our crutch for the last 3 games, and it's getting old.
Winning
That being
combination.
said, we haven't had a new idea come out of this company in 10 years, and I wouldn't want to break this streak. So just make the kick send these rice farmers into the stars!
Okay, that was sick. Like, if that was a normal feature, like if you could spec into doing that to enemies, winning game.
Listen, I got a tea time at 6. We really gotta. Let's just stop developing the combat halfway, all right? Let's solve this is a return to form. Shouldn't we have all these mechanics? You're not even speaking American anymore. Listen, we don't have to worry about putting in the other half of the gameplay because it rains. Besides, people don't want flow. They don't want a unique identity. They want something that feels like nothing. And I don't mean unique. I want to remind them of that
A relationship, got it.
empty void where their soul used to be, so they fill that void with cash
Relationship,
shop items
yeah.
instead of combat. The old power fantasy combat made them feel big and strong. Sarah, look at me. I want them to feel small. And forget flow. Make it all stuttery. I want it stuttery as hell. I've got a nephew with a stutter. He can't say yes without making it a 10-syllable word. Use that as your inspiration. I'll send you a tape later. Speaking of no flow, let's talk about that stealth right now. I want that assassination button to only work half the time. Half the time, I want the prompt to assassinate in Assassin's Creed to either not assassinate or not show up at all. I want half the encounters to play out like this. Did I just get you trying to assassinate shit?
Why would you want to assassinate people in an Assassin's Creed game? That's not what this is about.
I want them to stand around with their dicks in their hands, waiting to assassinate an Assassin's Creed. You can assassinate
When Daddy Ubisoft says you can.
Well, so we
Ugh.
at least add all these mechanics back
Only
from the
that.
original games. No, you don't understand. We let them lay down. They don't get anything else. Don't overthink this, guys. These people will buy anything. In 15 years, we'll be selling a JPEG called
That's true.
Assassin's Creed.
There are people out there who will buy anything. Like the people who are like desperately into Assassin's Creed and will buy any Assassin's Creed no matter how good or bad it is. Sag.
Fuck you. Give me your money.
Also content creators who feel compelled to buy it or they might miss out and they need it for content.
And these people would still pay us $90 for it. Reminder, the poor core is feeling stiffer than our executives when they get near the secretaries. Add more flips to distract. Next thing, some guy came up to me the other day and told me we should make a great 12-hour game instead of 80 hours of pondering the rope. So I shot him. But don't worry, I shot him in the game, so it only did 10% of his health. Our games aren't meant to be enjoyed, they're meant to be endured. What are we gonna do, make a memorable short campaign, sell 5 million copies in the first month and immediately get a sequel like some fucking chode? No! I want to lock all your abilities behind 50 fetch quests, and when you go to do that meditation quest as a break...
You can't get abilities unless you do quests? What? Shouldn't it be based on like leveling up through experience? Why do you have to do quests to unlock abilities?
From all the fetch quests, I want it to trigger
Maybe like special abilities, like some really good abilities, not like normal abilities.
flashback to that one time where you did a fetch quest. Eat a dick. No, not literally, Yasuke. Don't look at me like that. Stop that. I want to beat the fans down with monotony until they buy the Yasuke farting Vent Clouds bundle out of some confused idea that that'll bring them joy. Think about it like this. For just $20, you could help me furnish my yacht with high-end Dutch prostitutes. Every day that no one buys a microtransaction, one of our executive goes without a line of coke up his nose. Will you be
No, guys, we gotta save the executives.
our snow angel? Then just punch in your credit card and buy any one of these bundles. Speaking of people that need help, the enemy AI programming has been slowly degrading for the last 10 years, and the dev team was asking earlier if they should spend any time fixing it. So here's what I'm thinking. Fuck 'em. All right, I'll let
Can you just avoid all combat, just crawling like that, or is it just those guys with the big clubs? What do you think?
them all off. That's what I thought. Sorry, those are just some associates of mine. I thought I'd put that on vibrate. All right, I had some ideas for the story. First off, my wife's had 100 rounds of Botox in our last 2 years of marriage. I haven't seen her emote in years. Use that as the inspiration for the facial animations. I'll send you a tape later.
But I can fight.
My pain is constant and sharp.
Actually, I'm already looking at a cutscene right now. I can't tell whether she's happy, sad, or needs to
She looks like she's crying. Is she supposed to be happy?
take a shit. You guys nailed it. Forget what I said. Second, with the GDP of Bosnia invested into this game already, I think the voice acting is where we need to start pinching our pennies in our story-focused game. Have any of you ever heard of AI? It's like a digital robot sweatshop. It's brilliant. Future Fleek here. Now, I can't say whether or not we use the AI, but I will say the end result was indistinguishable from a high-end actor such as Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln. Check this out.
Karate, judo, sumo, samurai.
Nissan, Honda,
Scary movie. I haven't watched those in a long time.
Mitsubishi, Subaru.
Sorry, my bad. I had immersive mode on. I turned it off. Here you go.
I don't remember which one it is. I feel like it was the third one, probably. Or is it? Yeah, I can't remember which one it is.
Sentiment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm.
Now on a real...
Dude, that did sound like AI. Like, was that AI? Okay, if you told me that was AI after you showed that to me, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That sounds exactly like AI. It does not sound like a human.
Note, I want you guys to get your lawyers ready to sue anyone that harasses Ubisoft employees. I want the whole world to know that the only people who can harass Ubisoft employees is Ubisoft. Please, everyone, the applause is really unnecessary. I'm but a humble man of the people, the higher tax bracket people. I put on my Prada slippers, one Sudanese leather monk strap at a time, all right? And that's how I made this game the success that it is today. AC Shadows is such a success that our 18,000 employee company just got cucked by a game developed by one man named Tyler.
To be fair, everyone I've seen play this has had a really good time playing Schedule 1. And honestly, it just makes me want to play it.
It's such a success that people can't even run Monster Hunter Wilds, and they're still buying it more than Assassin's Creed.
Oh, let's look at this. Top sellers, Steam Deck. Okay, let's see. Call of Duty makes sense, still fairly new. American Truck Simulator. I have seen people play that. It's a simple, fun, good time. Enzo. It's not even on the list. Repo. Repo is outselling Assassin's Creed. Yes. Yes, let's go. Last of Us Part 2. Don't buy that bundle of garbage. Come on. Counter-Strike 2. I didn't even know there was a... Oh, it's free. That makes sense. Schedule 1. Dude, is Schedule 1 the #1 selling game on Steam right now? Hold on. How do I check this? Am I allowed to... I need to figure that out.
Shadows. It's such a success, we just shuttered another studio. It's such a success that we just became 10 cents bitch. It's such a success that our stock's hitting 5-year lows. So eat a dick, chuds. Wait until you see how successful we are after Assassin's Creed Crazy Cat Lady.
What is this? Codename Hex. She uses a spell to possess a nearby cat. You can't possess cats. Cats don't work like that. Cats don't have souls for you to possess. Player controls the cat and uses it to distract the soldiers by knocking over a glass bottle, which smashes on the ground and diverts the soul. Okay. I feel like you could have done anything that was less complicated than that to distract people. You can throw a rock. The gameplay depicts a dark and gloomy setting in the cobbled streets of the city. What city are we in, though? Fear system may be implemented in the game, inspired by the Assassin's Creed Syndicate's Jack the Ripper DLC. What's your wish list for the game? What does that mean? What is your wish list for the game? I mean, I'd understand if you asked, are you going to wish list it, or have you wish listed it? What's your wish list for? Oh, they're asking what they want to see in the game that they haven't really told us anything about except cats. Source: Insider Gaming, who reportedly saw... Oh, reportedly saw. This might not even be real.
Drops. Maybe strong feminine energy can take us to new heights. Right here, Jaw. I swear to God, if you don't give this game a... Oh, you're doing it again. He's running it back. I mean, holy shit, this... Oh, fuck. Further than ever before. I went to the corner. You also... I win.
Oh, that hit a from the Pirate Yakuza video. I wonder how much he's going to use that from now on, now that he's already clipped it. Okay, that actually kind of sold me on wanting to play it a little bit. I'm going to see if it's on Game Pass and get back to you guys, because I think Game Pass might have my actual information on it. I haven't checked. Oh God, that was good though. Let me know down below if you played it, or if you're going to play it, and if you did play it, did you like it? What's the selling point for playing it besides seeing how bad it is specifically? Let me know. Thanks for joining me. Hope you liked Fleekazoid. Give him a like and sub. Give me a like and sub if you liked what I did, or my cute little cheese-colored shirt. Stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, and take care of somebody else, because the big game companies are not going to do that. And it's going to be a very long year full of garbage games, especially after the Nintendo Direct. All right. Peace out.